Hello everyone, and welcome to RVN TV. This is Off the Bench, and I am Nehemiah Davila, aka Neo Positivity. I'm your host for this show, and today we have an interesting topic. We're going to be talking about hypnotherapy, which is actually an area of life coaching that I've never really dealt with myself. But there's a lot of misconceptions. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, and I have an expert here to talk with you guys and get you some information on it. So everyone, welcome motivational speaker, author, and a breakthrough therapist all the way from San Diego, California, live via Skype, Maureen Pasani. Maureen, how you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? Thank you for having me here.
No problem, no problem. Thank you for coming on. Me and you have had a little bit of experience in this past week, but in the meantime, ProThrivesBH.com is a website. Open that up while you're watching this video. And Maureen, give us some background about yourself. Let everybody know the source from which all this great information is coming from.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm originally from the island of Malta. And if you think of the Mediterranean Sea, there's Italy and then Sicily, then Malta. And it's a minute island, rich in history. Ulysses was sailing by it, and they had to tie him to the mast, so you might remember it from there. I've been here for 23 years. I've studied a lot. I've learned about hypnotherapy through personal experiences and what it can do. And I'm here because I know it makes a difference. I want to be able to make a big difference in people's lives. And it's a hidden tool. It's something that a lot of people have misconstrued ideas and misconceptions. And today I'd like to make change. So I've been studying. I'm an NLP trainer, neuro-linguistic programming trainer. I'm at the master's level of therapeutic guided imagery. And I'm also at the master's level of Reiki energy work. So when it comes to hypnotherapy, I'm the only hypnotherapist who's been a director instructor in 2 colleges. I've written 8 books, done 25 CDs, co-authored a neuroscience paper through UCLA, and I'm the resident therapist at the Chopra Center in La Costa, San Diego. So I've been busy.
Yeah, you sounds like you've been busy. I always like to ask people, was there any defining moment, any one thing in your life that made you actually go in this direction? Because I think that's a real deal breaker for people when they know what pushed you in this area.
Absolutely. On my website, because it's a long story, but on my website there's the story with pictures, so you guys actually do know the extent. It wasn't a broken fingernail. I got injured at work. Instead of getting carpal tunnel, I got it in the elbow, so I ended up having cubital tunnel. I had 10 surgeries, 5 on each elbow. Scars were horrific. And even though the doctors did everything they could to make their impact on my life to be better, they ran out of options. There was absolutely nothing they could do to help me. And they put me on Social Security, 100% disability, and lifetime supply of medications, and bye-bye. And I was 30. And I wasn't in this country for Social Security. Then, 2 sessions of hypnotherapy, and the pain was gone. So do you think I believe in it? Absolutely.
2 sessions. My next question to you was going to be how effective is it, but I think you just answered that. And obviously,
it's tremendous.
Obviously, I have my own personal experience with it, and we'll get around to that in a second. All right. So I know everybody wants, and everybody's expecting the 1, 2, 3. What should people truly expect with hypnotherapy?
Do you know how sometimes you park your car at home after a day's work and you don't really remember how you got there? You park there and you go, how did I get here already?
That autopilot, yeah.
It happens, right?
Yeah.
So what happens is if you're in a regular wide awake state, like alert, you'd remember the route. Mm-hmm. If you were sleeping as in nighttime sleeping, you couldn't drive. So you were somewhere in between. And the somewhere in between means an altered state. We call it autopilot. We call it getting in the zone. When athletes are in the zone, they perform better. But that in-between space is where I take you. You never lose control. You're relaxed. That's it. It's just a massive sense of relaxation. You're very, very calm. There's a part of you that wants to be focused, another part of you that's thinking about everything else. And in the meantime, things are clicking, things are settling, things are going inside with a new awareness of, oh, I like that. I can do that. I'll accept that. And that's it. Then things happen because they feel natural. You know how New Year's resolutions are usually dead by January 17th?
By January 3rd, is that what you meant?
There you go. So when it comes to how we make those things happen, how we make those changes happen, if you want to, remember, the unconscious mind is about 88% of your brain power, okay, where the conscious is about 12. Some people say 97-3. Think of the ratio. That's massive. So when you think about how much your conscious mind wants something, but if your unconscious mind isn't upgraded, isn't notified of your goal, it's not going to do it. And that's all I do, is I take you to that relaxed space where I can then give you suggestions. I never order you to do anything. And then once you have those suggestions, then they become instinctively what you want. So you're not fighting, you're not trying, you're just doing because it's you.
Now, is there something about being in that state of mind as the client, I should say? Is there something about being in that state of mind and you communicating with them in that state of mind that makes it more effective or makes it stick, or like what is it? How's it? Because I'm anxious to know myself. Like, what is it going on that's different?
The state of mind, the best state of mind that I'm looking for as a therapist, is that you want to. If you want to make a change, you've made my life easy, because then we can work together in mental collaboration. My world moves mountains. Mm-hmm. The state of mind is, what if? What if this works? Because we always come from the fear of what if it doesn't? But what if it does? You see, I personally was a lost cause. The medical field washed their hands of me. But I went in because I had nothing to lose. What else could have happened?
So,
and what I never expected happened. Success.
Well, what I actually meant by that, I'm going to rephrase it for you. Putting someone in that state of mind that you put them in, that, I don't want to call it a trance, but for all intents and purposes, let's just call it a trance. When you have someone in that state of mind, that open, that relaxed that you were talking about, is there something different about your words that hit them harder, it makes them stick more? Like why get them into that state of mind in the first place?
We function from what we think we know and what we think we want, which is very, very limited, and we know it as the comfort zone. Mm-hmm. If you've been in pain for 12 years, unfortunately, that's your comfort zone. So the thought of being without pain, thought of being in a physical situation that's comfortable, is unknown to you because you've been in that place of pain for a while. Mm-hmm. So when I take you into that state, and yes, actually it is trance, all I'm doing is I'm using specific words because that's part of the neuro-linguistic programming training that I have. Okay. I'm listening to what you say and how you say it and why you say it, because I got to merge my speech patterns to match your unconscious mind programming, to get your unconscious mind to think of it as, oh yeah, I can do that. That's easy. Because it matches your thinking patterns. Once I get you there in that relaxed state where your unconscious mind trusts me because this is for your own good, then the wording is absorbed, and then you don't fight me. Then you don't resist the benefits, then you accept them because you know that this is what you've been hoping for.
There we go. See, that's the answer I was looking for. I knew something was going on, and like you said, yeah, it's releasing. Them releasing themselves to you, you taking over and guiding them through a better way. I like that. We're going to take our first commercial break here right now. We'll be right back with Maureen Pasani on RVN TV. Hello everyone and welcome back to RVN TV's Off the Bench. It's Nehemiah Davila here with Maureen Pasani, a hypnotherapist. And I want to get right back in. I want to ask you a question from, I'm sorry, I didn't even mention. Maureen Pasani is one of the newest members of the Neo Positivity group on neopositivity.com. You see a list of coaches alphabetized by their niche. Hers is hypnotherapy, so go under H, you'll be able to find her. And we've been taking questions so that I can ask her in this interview. Now, once someone is healed, once they deal with you and you've been able to heal them of their pain that they're going through, a couple of days later, when it comes back, how do you address that? And how could you, how would you coach them to make it stay away, actually?
Very good. Absolutely, yes. One of the things I do, legally, I can never say I healed anyone. I offer suggestions and I introduce to the unconscious mind new ways of being, meaning physically comfortable. So the client feels that the pain is gone. However, it's a brand new experience. So if you've had 7 years of pain and I give you a 20-minute recording, there's a little bit of a balance that we have to tip.
Yes.
So my suggestion is keep listening to the recording at least for a minimum of 21 days. You see, it takes 21 days to make a pattern.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to have the tools in your back pocket to re-listen, to reteach and retrain your brain to get to the point where you know how to make it less. And if it takes you 2 days of full comfort, good. Listen to it anyway. And then the change happens when the balance is tipped and you're good.
So after you're done the session, you'll send your client a tape of it that they can go back and listen to it again?
Yes.
Wow.
What I do things a little differently, guys. I just want to let you know because my focus is you. So there are some therapists who want you to go to them every single time. I would rather empower you, and I give you a personalized recording per session to adapt and adjust your unconscious mind thinking to new levels of comfort. There are many, many, many techniques to reduce pain, and I offer side effect-free pain management. So when I give you the recording, it's to assist you in keeping that physical comfort always yours.
It's like having, getting free sessions after that. You can just play the recording whenever you want.
Well, my heart is good. So as long as I'm good with the big guy, we're good.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. The next question, which is the big one, probably the biggest one, people talk about, being satanic or bad. I've personally heard that when you connect with somebody like that, you're imprinting on them and they imprint on you, and it's something that actually can't be removed. It's like a permanent thing. And I know that kind of sounds superstitious and crazy, but these are some of the biggest things that are floating around about hypnotizing and hypnotherapy. Can you address that?
Absolutely, and thank you for bringing it up because I hate rumors and myths and misconceptions, and they're absolutely, that's all they are. On my Facebook page today, this morning, I did it on purpose, I posted 2 quotes from 2 Roman Catholic popes, one in the 1800s, one in just a few decades ago, who actually stated that if used for the intention of helping, hypnosis is acceptable. If you look into the history of Malta, St. Paul was shipwrecked there. St. Paul the Apostle. It's in the Bible. If you look up the Acts of the Apostles, Malta's in the Bible. You can't find anybody more Catholic than me. I will never do anything bad. I will never go against the church. I will never go against God. And I only have the best of intentions for you. So what is intention? Intention is the knife that you have in the kitchen that you use to clean and cut vegetables, where another person will use the same knife to kill somebody. When it comes to how I do things, I'm here to assist. There is nothing satanic about what I do. I have a scientific explanation as I introduce the topic to clients. I teach them. And by the way, the imprint, the brainwashing theory, there are 3 ingredients why brainwashing works. And they are, I'm going to tell you what they are: lack of protein, isolation, and sleep deprivation. When bad people kidnap and do bad things, those are the 3 ingredients they use. I don't use any of them. I highly recommend increasing your protein intake. I never isolate you because you go back home. And I always improve sleep. So what I'm doing is suggestions, just helping you to have a better today, every day.
I'm glad you cleared that up. I really am glad you cleared that up, because anyone and everyone I know that I mentioned hypnotizing to, the first thing they're gonna think is, that fall asleep thing, and that you don't know what someone's doing to you when you're in that state. I personally last week I got to work with Maureen, and I've had this neck pain, and I gotta be honest with you, when I got on the phone with her, I was not a believer. She told me, she said, "I'm not gonna do it while you're driving." And so I was like, all right. So I went to my house, and it worked. I'm sorry, I've had this neck pain since 2008, and it worked, and I was completely pain-free for like 2 or 3 days, and I did probably what most people do, Maureen, and I didn't listen to it, every day like I was supposed to, But it was an amazing 2 days. Like 8 years of my life, I've been feeling this, and then it was just gone. When I say it was gone by the end of the conversation. And that's crazy. You guys never heard me say nothing like that. But it actually worked for me, and I'm a believer now. I'm a firm believer now. But we're going to go ahead and take another commercial break, and we'll be right back right here on RVN TV.
Quality.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to RVN TV's Off the Bench. I'm Nehemiah Davila. I am here with Maureen Pasani, a hypnotherapist, and we were just talking about the satanic rumors and all that other stuff going around, circulating this. It's healthy. Like I said, it worked for me. I would have never believed in this before I actually got on the phone and spoke with her. But if you go on Maureen's LinkedIn, one of the first things you'll see is Super Living 360 through Breakthrough Therapy. And Maureen, can you give us a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. We have life. We have a personal life, we have a professional life, we have friends, we have downtime, we have physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. We have it all. Mm-hmm. And if one of them is off, everything doesn't feel right.
It's not bad.
So the reason I call it the 360 is because I handle all aspects of your life. If you're physically fine, but you're racked with emotional guilt, you can't have a good day, so I help you there. If you're working like a maniac, but you're not breaking through the financial levels you wish for, you're not having a good life, so I help you there. So the 360 is because it's an encompassing approach to how you live. If we only take care of one aspect of your life and bring that up to a 10, but everything else is a 4, are you having a good life?
No.
Exactly. So what I do is I do the 360 approach because it's a multi-directional approach. We tackle the issue from everywhere and success happens. Results show up. Your life improves. You make more money. You're happier. You're not guilty. And you become you, the real you should be.
360. It reminds me of Russell Simmons. He has a book called Super Rich. And I bought it. I thought I was going to learn about business and making money, and it didn't have anything to do with money. You know, it had to do with what you're talking about, being rich in all the different categories in life, health, wealth, love, and happiness, family, and all that other stuff, because you have to be happy at those things. And that's why I always suggest that, you know, CEOs who have a business coach, I suggest that they have a life coach too, because your life is a big part of your business. If you're feuding with your spouse, no matter how good your business coach is, when you're at work, you're still thinking about it. You know, so you need that coach to get you through those things. Past life regression. Now, what is that?
Remember how I told you I cater to every aspect of your life? Well, I cater to every kind of life. So we have, in America, we have different creeds and different religions, and one of them is reincarnation. Mm-hmm. And when people believe in reincarnation, it's that the soul has many lives. And it's almost like a student in college with many courses. So according to the semester, you're learning something different. And there are certain people, and I do this on purpose because if a client comes to me with a different belief system and they totally believe that they're living today because of something they did in a past life, then we can go back there. They experience the past life. They get the answers they're looking for. I had one client, she told me the name, the location, the date, went back home, Googled it, and confirmed everything. So it's something that's really intense, and it's something where you have questions according to your belief system. I help you. And there's a lot of things where physical pain can be from a past life, irrational fears can be from a past life, questions of relationships with people, the same relationship pattern keeps happening, or you keep connecting to the wrong person you can't let go and you have no idea why. And it can all stem from a past life if you believe in them. And then once we get you there, by the way, I don't tell you what's going to happen. You experience it. I just guide you. I record it as well, yes, so you have it all documented. And then this way you'll be able to have it right there.
Now, is this the same thing as timeline therapy?
No. Timeline therapy is for this life. Everything has a purpose. So timeline therapy, we have emotions. We have a full spectrum of emotions. And we have anger, sadness, fear, guilt, and hurt. we have, those are the big ones. We have, unhappy, but then there's sadness. And they're very different. So when it comes to, you can be just driving down the street and somebody cuts you off, and the incident is a 2, but your reaction to them is a 20. And you don't know why, but this guy just hit you on the wrong time, on the wrong date, with the wrong mental frame, and you lost it. And if that happens to you at work, is that going to affect you well? No. If that happens to you with your loved ones, is that going to affect you well?
No.
No. So what happens is, with timeline therapy, I can guide you through, and timeline therapy breakthroughs are amazing.
I get it now. So
and we release all those emotions. And it's not cleaning the slate, it's emptying the closet.
Yeah.
So huge breakthroughs happen with timeline therapy.
The analogy. I love where you're going with everything. I love the way you break things down and make it work, in a person's mind. We're coming up to the end of the show. Can you shoot us a plug, let everybody know how they can find you and get in contact with you?
Absolutely. Yes, thank you. So first things first, I am everywhere. If you look me up on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, I'm there. I do in-person sessions, I do phone sessions, Skype sessions, Zoom sessions, FaceTime sessions. Location is irrelevant. My mission is to help you. My tagline is, I help the personal so the professional can succeed. I am here to help you have a better today every day. My goal is to have you live all your wishes. It's not the maybe or over there or at some point. How about today? How about to make the right money that you want to make today? How about you live the life you want today? How about you love the way you want today? How about you feel the way you want today? So let me help you. Let me help you have a phenomenal today every day. Find me on ProThriveSBH.com. Find me under Maureen Pasani on Facebook. I'm 619-252-2253 is my direct phone number. I'm here for you.
And we'll work with you through Skype. Obviously, she's through Skype with us now, coming all the way from San Diego. This has been another episode of Off the Bench. I'm Nehemiah Davila, aka Neo Positivity. Remember, thoughts become things. What you focus on the most in life will grow. So stay positive. You can contact Maureen if you need to, get some pain exercise out of you. And I'll catch you guys on the next episode of Off the Bench. Thank you.